Alright lads, how you doing? Welcome back to Baggy TV, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I hope it will be an amazing day today. Lads, look, I want to talk about two topics in this video. Two topics that I think we really need to address. The first one is the latest rumors surrounding Kante and his situation at the club. Whether or not we should sell Kante. That's the first one. The second one is the latest in regards to Kai Havertz, and hopefully this is going to be the last update I'm going to do about Kai Havertz as a Leverkusen player, hopefully, and I'm going to tell you why in this video today. So lads, before we get into the video, as always, smash that like button. You know what, I never set a target for likes, I never will. You guys set a target for likes, because when you like the video, I know I've done a good job. And if you don't like the video, I know I haven't done such a great job. So show me your support by hitting that like button. If you do like my content, let me know. Hit that like button. And lads, subscribe to my channel if you enjoy Chelsea football content, because that's what I provide you on this channel. Anyway lads, enough chit chat, enough plugs. Let's jump into the video. Okay, so I'm going to address the Kante situation before I go on to the Havertz situation. Kante. There's a lot of talk about whether or not we should sell Kante, whether we should try to generate some monies and some funding for other transfers and other positions like goalkeeper, another DM. Maybe we should sell Kante so we can buy Declan Rice. Can you believe people are saying that? Sell Kante to buy Declan Rice? No disrespect, yeah, but Declan Rice is up and coming. Kante is established, proven, world-class player. People are saying Kante is too old. People are saying, you know, we should cash in. Lads, I want to remind you of something. I want to remind you of something. Actually, you know what? Some of you might not remember this because we're too young. But for those of you who are old enough to remember this, we had a player by the name of Makelele. Claude Makelele. Do you guys remember him? We got him from Real Madrid. Do you guys know how old he was when he came to play for Chelsea? Do you guys remember that? The man was 30 years old, you know. He was 30 years old when he came to play for Chelsea. And you all know the career he had at Chelsea. You all know the contribution he made at Chelsea. We have a position named after him. The Makelele role, the Makelele position, the Makelele style, the Makelele this, the Makelele that. Because he was all of that, Makelele. And he came to Chelsea when he was 30. Kante is 29 years old. Lads, all this talk about Kante not being good enough, not being the player he was. Lads, Kante is a player who is going to develop, who's going to change. No player stays the same throughout his career. Players lose pace in areas, they gain experience in areas, they get stronger in areas, weaker in areas. That is natural. Every player is going to go through that. Every player's body is going to go through changes as they're growing, as they're gaining experience, as they're gaining know-how. Everyone is different. Not everyone is going to be to the same level of fitness as Messi and Ronaldo at their age. Look at Thiago Silva, the player who we have just signed on a free. The man is going to be 36 next month. We still got him on a free transfer, and we still have a lot hanging on his shoulders because we're expecting so much from the man, even though the man is old. 7 years older than what Kante is today. Do you understand? So the fact that Kante is 29 years old should not be a factor right now at this point for us. Kante will continue to contribute at a very high level for a lot longer, for many more years. Now, if we want to talk about him being injury prone and we want to talk about him, you know, coming in and out of form and whatnot, yeah, we could talk about that. We could address that. We could find a way to deal with that. But for us to be thinking about pushing away one of the best players at our club today, it's ridiculous, lads. and swapping him for Declan Rice? No. Do you know if we were to buy Declan Rice, how much he would learn by playing with Kante for a couple of seasons? Declan Rice, if we were to get Declan Rice, and personally I think Declan Rice is a very good addition to our team in the midfield. Okay, if we were to get Declan Rice and him to play with Kante for a couple of seasons, we would have another world-class player taking the mantle from Kante at that point. So lads, all these people who are hating on Kante, who are saying we should sell Kante, who are talking about Kante is not of the caliber, of the level that we want, they need to reevaluate and they need to think again. For all of you who are thinking that I'm doing this video just because I want to defend Kante or big up Kante, you're mistaken. Because Kante can do that himself. He can defend himself and he can big up himself on that pitch. And he's doing that. He's doing that. He may have a bad game. He may have an injury. Okay. But Kante is world class, lads. And we should support him and we should back him. If the man wants to leave, if the man has ambitions elsewhere, that's a different matter. But from what I understand and from what I've read, the man is happy to stay at the club and he is willing and wanting to fight for his position and to win trophies with Chelsea. So lads, let's just put these stories aside and not give them life. The only way you're going to give them life is by talking about them and saying Kante should be going, Kante is injured, Kante Lads, we should be doing that. We should be doing that because we are looking to strengthen our team. If we want to get rid of players, there's a lot of players we can get rid of to generate funding to buy better players in our team. And Kante is not one of those players. Okay, Kante is not one of those players that we should be getting rid of to generate funds. Do you understand? We're not there. We're not at that position. I've talked a lot about this. I don't want to talk anymore, but you guys know what I'm trying to say in regards to Kante. Now let's move to the other story of the video, which is Kai Havertz's latest update. Now, Kai Havertz's situation, lads. Kai Havertz's situation is a very, very silly situation to be in. And I'll tell you why it's a silly situation to be in. Because I've lost all respect that I've had for Leverkusen. I've lost all respect that I've had for Leverkusen as a team, as a club. Okay, because they are stalling the hell out of this deal. If you agree terms with a club, honor those terms and conclude the deal as soon as you can. Okay, the fact that they want to get a replacement to come in, I understand that and I know why they're doing that. I totally understand why Leverkusen want to get a replacement through that door before they get Havertz out of the door. I can understand it. Financially it makes sense. However, if you have not been able to conclude the deal with the other club, you should not be stalling our deal. I don't care who you are, you don't stall the deal that you have with us because you haven't been able to agree the replacement coming in for you. Okay, now that's what's happened right now. That's what's happened right now. Now we had a similar situation last week with Ben Chilwell. We wanted to sign Ben Chilwell and sell Emerson Palmieri, but we wanted to do it in a way where Emerson Palmieri would be sold before the arrival of Ben Chilwell to ensure we get the maximum monies for Emerson Palmieri. It didn't happen. Emerson Palmieri's deal is still being negotiated. Agreements are still being done. But we honoured our agreement with Leicester City. We gave them the money, they gave us the player, medical done, signature done, man's wearing the shirt. Do you understand? Kai Havertz, his deal is at that stage. We have agreed everything. Leverkusen right now are stalling on the added fees, the 20 million euros that is going to be paid in 10 million euro installments. And they're involving Champions League titles, they're involving Premier League titles, appearances, goals, etc, etc, etc. They're talking about how they want to change it from Champions League titles to Champions League performances, semi-finals, etc, etc. All of that is just waffle. It's just waffle until they get their man who's coming in from Roma. I can't pronounce his name. They want to get him through the door and then they're going to give us Kai Havertz. When is that deal going to be finalized? Apparently very soon. The Roma deal with Leverkusen, apparently very soon. But lads, That is where we are. Everything is done with Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz did not attend training today. Apparently Kai Havertz wasn't at training today with Leverkusen. Pre-season training. He wasn't there. So read into that what you want, lads. But lads, the Kai Havertz deal is done. Done. Kai Havertz will be a Chelsea player. Possibly this week he will be announced. I was expecting him to be announced early doors in the week, Monday, Tuesday. That was my my expectations, and it still is my expectations. He'll be announced tomorrow or Tuesday. I don't think we'll get an announcement today, even if there's developments in the other signing. But tomorrow or Tuesday, that is what I was anticipating. But don't be surprised if it takes longer, if it takes the end of the week. Don't be surprised if that happens. And lads, I don't think I'll be making another video about Kai Havertz until the announcement is made, because there is nothing else to report apart from to tell you that Kai Havertz has signed for Chelsea. And that's hopefully what will be stated in my next Kai Havertz video, lads. So lads, that is it, addressing the stories of the video. Now, if you made it this far in the video, in the comments below, I want you to write down the word Timo, to celebrate him scoring his first goal. It's a friendly goal, but it's his first goal for Chelsea. Timo won and scored it yesterday. So in the comment section of the video, write down the word Timo. Okay, incorporate it into your comment. That way I would know you have made it to the end of the video. So lads, appreciate you for watching the video. Have a great day, stay safe, and peace out.